I'm just going through my steel here and making sure I have everything I'm going to need to build this deck. And I just started on one this morning. Just got the rear piece here cut out, and then tacked that piece in the middle, and then this is going to be my bottom piece that'll be coming down here. So I'm just working on that right now, and Mitch should be here in the next couple days with his crew cab first gen. We'll rip that thing apart, and yeah, it should be pretty interesting. Yeah, when you're building this, like off my plans, it's just like so easy. You don't even have to think really. You just simple one measurement and then another measurement, just straight down here, and you just draw some lines. That's simple, right? And then you measure down this way now, and then you measure down this way, and that's your center mark. Same over here. And then you just draw a line between them all, and that's the whole rear piece. There's your bend, there's your center mark. Just put it up there, and then you're like done. There we go, got all that piece all cut out now, nice and easy. And I scored my bend marks here, and you just like clamp it onto the table and bend it up by hand. And you just use like one of these cheap angle finders here, set it to the angle the plan says, and then bend it up, set it, and you're good. Or it's easy to check here too. It's just from here to there, that would be your angle. But yeah, I'm just cutting it all with this, my Milwaukee skill saw here. Definitely not sponsored by these guys, but man, this is awesome. I think it's better than a plasma cutter, in my opinion, for straight stuff. You can't cut curves on this, obviously, but like check out the cuts that it does. They're just, if we can show it, they're just perfect every single time, and very, very accurate. Like you can see my chalk line still, and no cleanup. Like there's no chips, no stuff coming off it like it would be with a plasma cutter or a torch. And the chips that it throws too, they're like huge. Like, so it's really, really easy to clean it all up. It's not like a super fine dust like you would get if you're like grinding or zip cutting with these guys. See, it just bends up, nice and simple like that. Just be careful, because if you can only get one chance at it. If you try to go up and down, it'll just break off, and then you just gotta weld it back together. But yeah, I figure I might as well see how this thing fits now, if I can. Might need to change the angles a little bit, but looks pretty good. So you just leave enough room here that you can just put a nice weld along here, and then grind it flat after. And the bends line up with the join here. Here, it looks pretty good. Well, I got this piece up here to the right angle, and it's actually just the piece that I cut off the end of this when I was building that. Cut it in half exactly, and then it gives you that piece. Because I don't like to waste any material, so I have it all figured out just so you don't waste anything. And then like these pieces here that I just cut out from right here, they're actually, we can do it one hand here. That's for the next piece. You can just like look at it from behind, and it's hard to do with one hand, but you can look at it from behind and just trace it in right from here to here and here, and then back down, and then that gives you your next two pieces. There we go. Now I got both my pieces cut here. Fit in there nice. It's kind of a pain trying to hold it like that though, so I usually just grab a couple levels, throw it on like that, something like that, and then we can just get our piece. Because the magnets have got, the levels have got magnets on them, so fits in there nice. Doing it all with one hand. Got my last two pieces on there. Just about to start welding this thing out. Hopefully it doesn't warp on me too much. I usually only weld like little bit here, and then like a little bit here, and then just try not to get too much heat in one area, otherwise it warps and it's not very good. Well, first gen showed up this morning, just taking some measurements, getting it all figured out, and then start tearing it down again and throwing a new deck on it. Just picking up some wood for Mitch's deck here. We're gonna use some composite wood, but it turned out to be like $700 for just the decking, and this wood is like $100 for all of it, so we're just gonna go with the normal wood. Well, we got everything we need now, all that steel and stuff. I got Mitch grinding the rear bit up and got all the pieces cut, ready to go, the headache rack and the sides and stuff. So we're just gonna move this around right now and start getting it all leveled out, and then start tacking all my pieces up. Well, I got the back piece tacked on to the sides and my center rails coped out. Just about to tack them in there, and it's just getting the angle iron cut for the supports where the wood sits on. Yeah, it's coming together pretty quick. Well, we're on day 2 since Mitch got here, and we've already got this far. Just getting my bottom pieces tacked in now, and just about to do this one and flip it over, finish welding it out. And Mitch is just getting his box taken off right now, and his mud flaps and stuff. And we just need to cut the fenders in. You can see I already got them marked out. Or my mark's kind of rubbed off, but yeah, cut the fenders in and put the headache rack on, which I already have cut out mostly here. This box is just like not even worth saving, so that worked. Look at this thing, it's like the rear is like all missing, and it's like all, yeah, it's definitely seen better days, so. Well, I kind of forgot to record a lot of the process, but I mean, I have a lot of videos building these, so if you need to see any part of it, just go back and watch one of my other videos. But yeah, we're getting it all together here. I'm just about to start drilling some holes to hold this headache rack in here, and Mitch is just finishing off cutting the wood out. Fits in there pretty nice. We got this big fender on here. Figure if it's too big, we can cut it down really easy, but that should be pretty good. And we're just about to get the truck in here and put it on there and build the mounting system, because the first gens are a little different than the second and third and fourth gen Dodges. The frame is like pretty ridiculous to work around, but we'll make it happen. You can see it's like low here, and then it comes up, and then it goes back down, and then flat again, so we're gonna have to build some mounting system at the rear and at the front. Somebody cut his frame out here, I guess, too, which is kind of annoying because we're gonna lose support on the deck. But yeah, we'll figure it out. It's just sitting there. We haven't lined it up or anything, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet. Well, we just got this thing on here, and we're just kind of trying to get it lined up and figuring out the mounts and stuff, and has like these old fifth wheel plates here. So I think we're just gonna build some simple piece of metal coming off the side of the frame here. We can use those 4 mounts there, and then at the front I'm just gonna weld the same channels I used for this. Just going down here, capped off, and then it can be bolted to that hole right there. And then in the rear, somebody like cut Mitch's frame out at some point, I guess, here, as you can see, so we're gonna fix that, re-weld a new piece of metal in there, and then we can build the mounting system where it's supposed to be, straight off the channel here. So yeah, just working on that right now. Looks good though. all done. It took us about 6 days to do it, but we were going pretty hard. Wanted to get it done because Mitch is from out of town, so he just came into Penticton for a couple days here, and we just went hard all week and got this thing done. And I think it turned out just great. We used flat black and on the paint instead, because I think it matches the old kind of beat up cab and stuff like that a little better than if it was like a shiny black. But yeah, it just looks awesome, I think, and so much better than his old box, because that thing was like gonna fall off the truck any day. Now he's good to go. He can put whatever he wants on there, and it'll last him 10, 15, maybe 20 years, who knows. So yeah, I'll get the 3D model up on my website, optimalwelding.com. So if you want to build this exact flat deck, it'll be on my website. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this thing, because I'm pretty happy with it. I think it turned out awesome.